first movie, I think there was a lot of experimentation. We were trying to figure out what tone works, like what comedy works without compromising what was intense about it, what theatricality worked with the shows without making it pretentious or cheesy. And I think in this second movie, we kind of were able to kind of narrow down what worked really well and try to emphasize those things. So the first one was fun in that it all felt new and experimental in some way, and the second one felt fun in that we were kind of confident in what worked and savvy enough to kind of emphasize that. Daniel Radcliffe is really great in this movie, and even more so, I think you will be pleasantly surprised to see him in such a kind of gleefully villainous character, especially if you know him obviously through throughout his life, as a sweet protagonist. Yeah, John Chu directed this movie. Louis Leterrier did an amazing job with the first one. And I think what John did with this movie is kind of try to push the envelope with how the movie was shot. He wanted a lot of the magic to be practical, which means it was done on the set rather than done on a computer afterwards, so it feels more authentic, it feels more lived in. The actors are probably really terrified that they're going to screw it up, and he did such a wonderful job about kind of pushing the envelope with what we could do in camera in that way, and also what the camera could do. Like, we use technology on this movie that's never been used before, including like a drone helicopter camera inside a casino following us. Really interesting stuff, in the same way that the horsemen in the movie try to push the envelope with the magic that we do using technology to create incredible illusions. I think he was doing the same thing on a director perspective. The most interesting thing for me about this sequel, which I think is also the experience that the audience will have, is that you're kind of on the side of the horsemen. In the first movie, we kind of drop in and do these, enigmatic, incredible shows. But in this movie, we're actually stuck inside somebody else's magic trick and have to use our skill set and minds to work our way out. So in that way, I think it's going to be exciting to be like kind of on the other side of the curtain with us.